Bei mir ist nun der Shootingstar des Jahres. Mit seinem ersten Album Live in Cartoon Motion hat er die Charts in 0, nichts erobert und ich bin mir sicher, dass er heute auch die Wetten das Bühne erobern wird. Hier ist er, Mika. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi. Shooting star, that's dangerous.
Really, why?
Well, because shooting stars always kind of appear and then they disappear.
No, I don't want to say that. Oh, sorry. Well, but first, I have fantastic news for you. Because after being honored with 4 World Music Awards some weeks ago, you now have been nominated for the Grammy Awards in the category Best Dance Recording for Love Today. Congratulations. So how proud are you?
It's very nice. It's great. It's an honor to get nominated for the Grammys. Of course it is. I do find it slightly amusing that I'm a dance artist, but then again, it's a Grammy. Who gives a damn?
But what do awards like this mean to you?
They mean in some ways they mean a lot, and in a lot of ways they mean a lot less than what people would assume. I mean, I don't get that excited about awards. I get excited about nominations more than I do about winning, because whether you win them or you don't, that kind of has nothing to do with it. Just the idea that you've done well enough or that you're worthy enough to be nominated is a good sign as far as careers are concerned. It's always nice to win, but it's exciting. I don't do it for awards. That's certainly not why I do it, and I'm certainly not going to continue writing music or making records with the hope of getting more awards. I think if you do that, you end up with a disaster. So it's nice, but it's not the be all and end all, despite what they may want you to think.
But there are even more good news. I'm proud to be the first one who may officially announce that your album Live in Cartoon Motion has reached platinum status here in Germany.
Yes, I know. I found out about that yesterday afternoon. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so did you have a great party?
Yeah, I did a little bit, even though I'm not supposed to, but I did.
Well, we're also very glad having you in our show today. So, do you know what this is all about?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, it's just the whole concept of it is amazing. It's amazing that it got so big.
Yeah, well, it's all about beds, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know that.
I know. When it started out, did people know it would get as big as it's gotten?
Yeah, right. And no, I don't think that they know that. Well, but today it's very big, and I think it's so interesting that there are many ordinary people who do extraordinary things. Is there any extraordinary you could do?
Anything extraordinary?
Besides singing, of course.
I used to be able to do all these yoga things, but now I can.
You want to show it?
I can get. Can't you just get? Can you get your feet over your head?
No.
If you try, I'll try.
Okay, I try. Well, I can't do that. Oh my God.
You just kind of go like that. Anyway, whatever.
No, you have to show me now.
I can't. Madonna's already been there.
Well, but this is very difficult. When it hurts.
Yeah, but if you do some yoga, it gets easier.
Okay. Well, I have to practice.
I like the golf ball guy. Have you seen the golf ball guy? I saw him in rehearsals yesterday.
No.
Oh, you'll see him.
Okay.
Vote for the golf ball guy.
Okay.
He was very scared yesterday in rehearsals. It was where he puts these golf balls in his mouth and he guesses what brand they are just by the way they feel. Wait, it's amazing because then you get this footage for like 4 minutes of a guy going.
That sounds crazy.
It's pretty mental.
Well, I've heard that your German is pretty good.
Nah.
No?
It's not. It's terrible. I studied German for a couple of years, but because I was at opera school in London at the Royal College of Music, so we had to learn how to kind of sing, Schubert Lied and Brahms, but we never even studied how to say hello or how to order coffee. We never studied how to actually understand it. We just had to learn how to say it well.
Yeah. Well, if you want to order coffee, you have to say, kann ich bitte einen Kaffee haben?
Kann ich bitte einen Kaffee haben?
Well, this is really good. So maybe we could do the interview in German.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, your concerts are a real big party. The audience is normally that enthusiastic about your show that they even don't want to let you go after the concert. So how did you experience the shows in Germany?
I have to be honest. My first show that I did in Germany was a showcase. Then the first real show was in Berlin, and it was tough. My first show in Germany in Berlin was tough because it was early on. It was about 9 months ago, 10 months ago, when I had just kind of, my singles had just come out and people were kind of going to see who is this weird pop creature. But then we just went back and we did Frankfurt, we did Düsseldorf, Munich, and Berlin again, and they were honestly incredible, fantastic shows. Berlin was one of the best shows in the entire European tour. It was just complete magic. It was quite thunderous, and it was very, very different to the show before, because obviously it was clear that although the first Berlin show was people coming to see what it was all about, the second one was people who had bought the album, knew the music, and they just wanted to have as good a time as they possibly did, and it was really fantastic. Munich was incredible as well. They were brilliant.
So what do you like about the Germans in general?
They have, I suppose there's a great kind of sense of seriousness in Germany. Even if you make pop music, it's kind of taken seriously, and they'll give you the respect that it's something that's, to be talked about in some sort of a serious way. And also, Germany is the only country in the world where I get kind of asked questions about Art Spiegelman and Chris Ware and all the cartoon artists that I love, because it seems like people in Germany actually know who Art Spiegelman is, whereas in every other place people just don't care.
Well, you're doing a great performance on stage, for example, with Big Skeleton, and your band members have costumes or are costumed as animals. So is it just for fun, or is there a deeper meaning?
There's always it's always fun, but also it's kind of there's a seriousness there too. I mean, it's to create a world within a show that is part cartoon, part serious, part sexy, part juvenile, and just to detach yourself from the world outside the venue for a couple hours. And I think we managed to do that on this last tour. We use puppets, we use costumes, we use snow machines, we use everything, but everything that we do is cheap. And that's really important, because as soon as you start spending too much money, it just looks way too expensive, and it starts to look like a Las Vegas show as opposed to something that's more like, fringe theater.
So now I know the secret of the success of your shows. That's good.
Well, just keep it cheap. Just like, even the album cover of my album, it's like it's saturated, it's busy, but it's all hand done. So it has a human touch. It's not only about the gloss or the computer finishing of something. It's very human, it's very approachable, and it makes it all in all more powerful. And that's the way that I produce my songs too. They're never too glossy, they're never too fake, they're never too computerized, but they're still pop songs.
Well, but you're not only a singer and songwriter, singer and performer, but you're also a great songwriter, and you started writing songs when you were just a little boy. So when did you discover that talent?
Oh, I certainly didn't discover it. I've written terrible songs, and it just went on, but I just liked it. I liked the feeling that I got, even though my songs were terrible, and I would play them to people and they'd go, and it started when I was about 8, 9 years old, and it just kind of went on from there. I think I am probably more naturally stubborn than I am naturally talented, and that's why I've succeeded in the long run.
And how important was the classical background? You had trainings with a Russian teacher, Ella. So how important was it for you, for your career in general?
Yeah, Ella must be wondering what's going on. Her name gets mentioned on TV interviews all over the world. She's probably just sitting at home in Moscow going, what? She's probably going to tell me off next time she sees me. Yeah, I had a classical background from a very early age, and then even, it's weird to think 2 years ago I was at the Royal College of Music studying Schubert and Brahms, but I had this very tough Russian singing teacher called Alla Ardakov, and she used to scream at me when I got things wrong. My lessons were like an hour and a half to 2 hours long. Sometimes I had them twice a week, and I also had to practice a couple hours a day. So there's a sense of discipline there. And also, I think, coming from a classical background, I got exposed and I got to study so many different types of music that I don't really feel intimidated by different types of music. I feel like I can approach everything and use it, as opposed to thinking, oh, that's a little bit complicated or scary, I don't really want to go there. It gives me, as opposed to making me a snob, it's made me more of a cowboy.
All right. Well, I have to show the, oops. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, this is mine. Well, but you can take this one. This is something like an artwork here. You developed it together with your sister. So
Yes.
can you tell something about this?
Well, the cover of this is based on the album cover, but the show that I've got uses a lot of Mexican Day of the Dead references, hence the little skeletons on it, and it's just nice packaging. I mean, it's nice. You've got to do packaging, and if you're going to do it, you might as well do it tastefully and make a creative statement out of it, as opposed to just making it, some kind of cheesy picture with "Buy Me" written all over it.